Welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful baby dress. This is the Brisa baby dress. It's for baby girls between 6 and 9 months old. It's absolutely beautiful, perfect for the holiday season or any special event. So I hope you like it. Now, the little dress that we're going to make, like I said, is for 6 to 9 months, but you can easily make it smaller or bigger, from 0 to 3 months and up to 18 to 24 months. In the information box below, I'll go ahead and leave you some information on how you can easily make it smaller or bigger, so be sure to check that out. Now, if you prefer a written pattern, check out my Etsy shop. I'll leave the link to my Etsy shop up here on the right hand side and in the information box below. Thank you so much for your support. Now, to make this little dress in the 6 to 9 month size, I used a total of 185 grams in the white color and about 15 grams in red. Depending on the size that you make, you may need less or more. Now, let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notifications bell. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, to begin, I'll be using this 3mm crochet hook, and today I'm using this light number 3 baby yarn. To begin, I have 61 chains. This chain here measures 13 inches, which is about 33 centimeters. The stitch multiple to our base chain is multiples of 4 plus 1. Okay, so to begin on the second chain from the hook, I'm going to make a single crochet. Single crochet into the next chain, single crochet into the next chain, and so on. For this first row, this is all I'm going to do. Just single crochets on each one of the chains. At the end of this first row, I'm going to have a total of 60 single crochets. I'll meet you at the end of this first row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this first row. I have a total of 60 single crochets. Now for the second row, chain 2 and turn. The 2 chains do not count as a stitch. Now here, in this first row, we're going to make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So beginning here, into this first single crochet, make a double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3. And into the next 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Okay, so let me show you again. This is going to be the repeat sequence for this second row. So make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and into the next 2 double crochets. Continue like this for this second row. I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this second row. Here at the end, I finished by making these last 4 double crochets, and I have a total of 74 double crochets. Now for the third row, chain 2 and turn. In this row, we're going to make 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into this next stitch, 2 double crochets. So let me show you. On top of the first one, make your first double crochet. Remember, the 2 chains never count as a stitch. Double crochet into the next, that's 2. Double crochet into the next, that's 3, 4, and into the next 2 double crochets. This is going to be a repeat sequence. You're just going to continue making 4 double crochets and into the next 2 double crochets. Make 4 double crochets and into the next 2 double crochets. Continue like this for this third row. I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this third row. I have a total of 88 double crochets. Now for the fourth row, chain 2 and turn. The 2 chains never count as a stitch. Now here we're going to make 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next 2 double crochets. So let me show you. On top of the first double crochet, make your first double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, and into the next 2 double crochets. This is going to be your repeat sequence for this fourth row, so continue making 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next 2 double crochets. At the end of this row, we're going to have a total of 102 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this fourth row. I have a total of 102 double crochets. Now for the fifth row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. The 2 chains never count as a stitch. In this row, we're going to make 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the next 2 double crochets. So let me show you. On top of the first double crochet, make your first double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets, and into the next 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. This is how you're going to continue for this 5th row. You're going to repeat the same thing. Make 6 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the next 2 double crochets. At the end of this 5th row, you're going to have a total of 116 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 5th row. I have a total of 116 double crochets. Now for the 6th row, chain 4, turn. Here we're going to skip 1, 2, and into the 3rd double crochet, make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Skip 1, 2, and into the 3rd double crochet, make a V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Again, skip 1, 2, and into the 3rd double crochet, make a V-stitch of double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. This is all we're going to do for this 6th row, so continue like this, just skipping 2 double crochets and into the next a V-stitch. I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 6th row. I have a total of 38 V-stitches up to here. Now to finish, we're going to make a double crochet here at the end. And this is how we finish this 6th row. Now for the 7th row, chain 3, turn. Inside each one of the V-stitches, you're going to make 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Okay, here's the first one. Jump to the next V-stitch and do the exact same thing. 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Continue like this for this 7th row. I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 7th row. Now to finish, we're going to pinch here the 3rd chain and make a double crochet here at the end. And this is how I finish the 7th row. Now for the 8th row, we're going to chain 1 and turn. On top of this first double crochet, make a single crochet, chain 2. Inside this first fan, right here where we have the chain, make a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet, 2 chains. Between the fans, right in the middle, make a single crochet, 2 chains. Inside this next fan, single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet into the same stitch. Again, chain 2. Between the fans, right in the middle, single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet inside the next fan, 3 chains, single crochet. This is all I'm going to do for this row, and this is what it looks like. Continue like this, and I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this row here. I did my last 2 chains and then pinched the last chain and made a single crochet here at the end. I cut my yarn and then passed my yarn through that last loop, and this is how I finished this row here. Now for the next row, we're going to make one more row in the same way, but I'm going to change colors, so that's why I cut my yarn. So I have this red color here. Grab this loop, bring it through the front. This is right on top of the last single crochet that I did. Chain 1, turn, and into this same stitch here, make a single crochet. Now chain 2, and inside this chain 2 space here, make a single crochet, chain 2, and inside the chain 3 space, make a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet, chain 2. We have 2 chain 2 spaces here. Inside this first chain 2 space, make a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet inside the next chain 2 space, chain 2, single crochet inside the chain 3 space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet. This is how we're going to work this part here. So let me show you again. Chain 2, we have 2 chain 2 spaces. Inside the first chain 2 space, make a single crochet, chain 2, inside the next chain 2 space, make a single crochet, chain 2, inside the chain 3 space, make single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. This is all we're going to do for this row, so continue like this. I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this last row. Here I chained 2 and then I did a single crochet on top of this last single crochet here. Then cut my yarn and then pass my yarn through that last loop. So this part here is done. This here is the right side and this is the wrong side. So now here we're going to go under this stitch here, or this space right there, and we're going to grab this loop. This is going to be the first row here. We're going to start counting rows. So here, grab a loop and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now in this row, what we're going to do is, right here we have the V stitch. So inside, we're going to make 2 double crochets. Between the V stitches, 2 double crochets. And then again, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets. So let me show you. Here I chain 3, so we have the first V stitch. You're just going to move these 4 double crochets, 2 on each side, and make 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Then we have the space between the 2 V stitches. 2 double crochets. Then we have the V stitch again. 2 double crochets. And then we have the space between the V stitches. 2 double crochets. This is all I'm going to do for this first row, and this is what it looks like. See? Right there. And this is what it looks like here and here. Continue like this for this first row. I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this first row. Now to finish, we're going to make one last double crochet right here at the very end. So just insert your hook right there and make your last double crochet. And this is how we finish this first row with a total of 152 double crochets. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work single crochets along this part here, and we're also going to make our buttonholes. So to do this, I'm going to let go of this loop, insert my hook here where I have this single crochet at the very end, grab this loop, bring it through the front, chain 1, and here into this space here I'm going to work 2 single crochets. 1, 2, then 2 single crochets here, 2 single crochets here, and so on. Here we're just going to work 2 single crochets on each one of these stitches along the very edge. At the end, I'm going to have a total of 14 single crochets. Okay, now here we have the row of single crochets. Make 1 single crochet there, and then the row of chains, make 1 single crochet. So let me count them for you. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 single crochets. Now chain 1, turn into this first single crochet, make a single crochet, chain 1, skip 1 single crochet, and into the next make a single crochet. Here's my first buttonhole. Now I'm going to be using very tiny buttons, so 1 chain is more than enough for the buttons that I'm going to use. If you're going to use bigger buttons, then make sure that 1 chain is enough. If not, then chain 2 and then skip 2 single crochets. Okay, so here I'm going to continue making single crochets. I already have 1 there. Then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 single crochets, chain 1, skip 1 single crochet, and into the next make a single crochet into the next, and I need to make one more here at the end so that I have 14. Okay, here's the last one. Now chain 1 and turn, and then go back and make single crochets. Same thing, 14 single crochets once we're done with this part here. And now into this chain 1 space, make 1 single crochet and then continue to the top. Okay, I'm here at the end. I've cut my yarn, so just pass your yarn through this last stitch and this part here is done. Now we're going to do the exact same thing here on this other side, except that here we're not going to make any buttonholes. So here, insert your hook through this double crochet and into this single crochet here. That's part of this fan. Grab a loop, bring it through the front, chain 1, and then make 2 single crochets on this stitch here. 1, 2, and then 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets, okay, and then we have the row of single crochets, make 1 there, and then in the row of chains make 1 single crochet. So I should have 14. Let's see, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 single crochets. Now chain 1, turn, and then go back down making single crochets, then come back up again, chain 1 here at the end, and then come back up here. So I'll meet you here at the end of the third row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making my third row here at the end. All I did was cut my yarn and then pass my yarn here through this last single crochet, and this part here is done. This is the side that we did not do the buttonholes, and this is the side where we did the buttonholes. So it's going to go on top like this. We're going to join now. So put both sides together like this, turn. Now insert your hook into this first row of single crochets on this side and through the third row of single crochets on this other side. Grab a loop, bring it through the front, and chain 2. 1, 2. Now go back into the same stitches here and make 1 double crochet. The 2 chains do not count as a stitch. Okay, here's the first double crochet. Now insert your hook into the second row on this side and into the second row on this side and make a double crochet. One more time. Insert your hook through the third row on this side and through the first row on this side and make a double crochet. Now we're going to make 1 more double crochet, so insert your hook here into this double crochet. See, this is where we did the 2 single crochets. That was at the very end. That was that double crochet at the very end. So make 1 double crochet there. And then here we're going to make double crochets on each one of these double crochets all around, just like this. Okay, so continue like this all around, just making double crochets. I will meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this second row. Up to here I have 155 double crochets. Now we're going to make 1 more double crochet here at the end so that in total I finish with 156 double crochets. Now to finish, we're going to go to the top of the first double crochet and make a slip stitch. Now make 1 more slip stitch into the next double crochet. This is so that when we finish each row, we finish right in the very middle of our dress, just like this. Now in the next row, row 3, we're going to divide our sleeves. So we have a total of 156 double crochets all around. So beginning here where I did this slip stitch up to here where I have the first stitch marker, I have 18 double crochets. Between this stitch marker and this stitch marker here, I have 39 double crochets. This is going to be one of the sleeves. Between this stitch marker and this stitch marker, I have 39 double crochets. This is the front. Between this stitch marker and this stitch marker, I have 39 double crochets. This is the other sleeve. And between this stitch marker and this stitch before the first double crochet that we're going to make, we're going to have a total of 21 double crochets. So for the back part, between the stitch markers, once we're done, I'm going to have 39 double crochets, and here in the front 39 double crochets. Okay, so here we're going to continue now with the third row. So here chain 2, and into the same stitch here make 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet into the next, double crochet into the next, and so on. Continue like this, making these double crochets. You're going to make 18. I will meet you here to show you what we need to do next. Okay, finish making these 18 double crochets. Now here, chain 4, skip 39 double crochets, and into this 40th double crochet, which is the one after the stitch marker, make your first double crochet for the front side, right there. Now we're going to continue making these double crochets until you have a total of 39 double crochets. I will meet you here to show you how we're going to divide the other sleeve. Okay, I finished making these 39 double crochets. Now we're going to chain 4, skip 39 double crochets, and into this 40th double crochet, which is this one after the stitch marker, right there, make your first double crochet for this part here. Now here, continue making these 21 double crochets, and I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this third row, and I have a total of 78 double crochets. Now to finish, go to the top of the first double crochet and make a slip stitch. And this is how we finish this third row. Now for the fourth row, we're going to chain 3, and into the same stitch here, we're going to make a double crochet. Now we're going to skip 1 double crochet, and into the next make a V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Skip 1 double crochet, and into the next make a V-stitch. This is how I'm going to continue until I come to the 4 chains that we have here. I will meet you here to show you what we need to do next. So remember, you're going to skip 1 double crochet, and into the next a V-stitch. Okay, I did 9 V-stitches. Now in this case here, the 3 chains do count as a stitch here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 V-stitches. Now here we're going to skip this double crochet, and into the first chain here, you're going to make a V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip 1 chain, and into the next make a V-stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip the last chain, and into the first double crochet for this side, make your V-stitch. Oops. And now here I'm just going to continue with the same sequence, skipping 1 double crochet, and into the next making a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Continue like this, making these V-stitches. I will meet you here on this other side to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at this other end. So now here, my last V-stitch was here on top of this last double crochet. So here I'm going to skip 1, and into the next I'm going to make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip 1 chain, and into the last chain here, make your V-stitch. Now skip 1 double crochet, and into the next make a V-stitch. Now from here on, we're just going to continue in the same way we did, skipping 1 double crochet, and into the next a V-stitch. Continue like this, and I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 5th row. I have a total of 43 V-stitches. Now to finish, we're going to pinch the second chain here and make a slip stitch. And this is how we finish this 5th row. Now for the 6th row, insert your hook into this first V-stitch and make a slip stitch. Now chain 3 and into the same stitch here, make a double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. And this is the first fan to this 6th row. Now, inside each one of the V-stitches, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to go in and make 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 chain, 2 double crochets. Continue like this for this 6th row. I will meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 6th row. I have a total of 43 fans. Now to finish, we're going to go here between the double crochet and the 3 chains and make a slip stitch. And this is how I finished this 6th row. Now for the 7th row, we're going to chain 1 and turn. Now for the 7th row, we have the first fan and we have 4 double crochets. Now the first double crochet of this first fan, we're going to work a front post double crochet. Inside the chain 1 space, make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And the last double crochet, work a front post double crochet. Let me show you again. We have the next fan, so the first double crochet, we're going to work a front post double crochet. Inside the chain 1 space, make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And the last double crochet, front post double crochet. Let me show you again. First double crochet of the fan, make a front post double crochet. Inside the chain 1 space, make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And the last double crochet, make a front post double crochet. This is all we're going to do, and this is what it looks like from this side. Continue like this. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 7th row. Now to finish, we have a chain here to the side. Insert your hook there and make a slip stitch. And this is how we finish this row. Now for the next row, we're going to do the fan. So turn, don't chain or anything. And with the yarn in front, what you're going to do here is we're going to work 3 slip stitches. The first one is on top of the first double crochet. The next one into the second double crochet, and the third inside the chain 1 space, like this. Now chain 3, and into the same stitch here, we're going to make a double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets. And here's the first fan to this row. Now jump to the next fan, and inside the chain 1 space, make 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Same thing for the next one. Inside the chain 1 space here, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. This is all I'm going to do for this row, so continue like this and I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this row of fans now. To finish, we're going to go between the double crochet and the 3 chains and make a slip stitch. And this is how we're going to finish this row. Now for the next row, the row where we do the front post double crochets, chain 1 and turn. This first double crochet for this first fan, we're going to work a front post double crochet. Inside the chain 1 space, make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and the last double crochet, front post double crochet. Again, front post double crochet into the first double crochet of this fan, double crochet inside the chain 1 space, chain 1, double crochet, and this last double crochet, front post double crochet. This is all I'm going to do. You're just going to repeat these 2 rows. I'm not exactly sure how many rows I'm going to do, but I'll let you know here how many rows. So continue like this, repeating the 2 rows, and I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making 20 rows. This is row 20, so I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 rows, okay, of this fan stitch. Now it's measuring from the first row here where we did the V stitches. Let's see, it measures, it's about, let's see, 22.5 centimeters, which is about 9 inches. If you want to make this longer, you can. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Here, what we're going to do is, I finished making the 20th row. I joined with a slip stitch. So here I'm going to chain 1. Okay, so we're going to chain 1. I think I already did. Let's see. Yep, I had already chain 1. So chain 1, turn, and into this same stitch here, make a single crochet. Now, chain 2, inside this fan or inside these V stitches right there, make a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet, 2 chains between each fan right there, make a single crochet, 2 chains inside the next V stitch or the next fan, single crochet, 3 chains, single crochets. This is all we're going to do for this row. Again, 2 chains, 1, 2, between the fans right there, single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet inside this chain 1 space, 3 chains, single crochet. Continue like this for this row. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this row here. I chained 2, and then into the first single crochet right here, I did a slip stitch, cut my yarn, and then passed my yarn through this last loop, and this part here is done. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this like this. So this is the wrong side. Insert your hook into this same single crochet where we did the slip stitch right there. Grab a loop. I'm going to use this red color here. Bring it through the front. Chain 1 and into the same stitch here, make a single crochet. Now chain 2 into this chain 2 space that's right here, the first chain 2 space, make a single crochet, 2 chains, inside the 3 chains here, make a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet into the same stitch. Now chain 2, we have these 2 chain 2 spaces into the first, insert your hook, make a single crochet, chain 2 into the next, single crochet, chain 2, and then we have the 3 chains, make a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet. This is all we're going to do for this row. There it is. So continue like this. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making this row in this color red here. I did 2 chains and then joined to this first single crochet with a slip stitch. Cut my yarn and then pass my yarn through that last loop. Now I'm going to make one more row. As it is, you can leave it like this. It looks very pretty. I'm going to do one row in this color white. So to do that, I'm going to insert my hook here into this same single crochet. This is where we did the slip stitch to finish the row that we just did. So grab a loop, chain 1, and into the same stitch here, make a single crochet. Now chain 2. Now here, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the chain 3 space and make a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet. Again, chain 2, skip this chain 2 space and into the next one, make a single crochet, chain 2, skip this chain 2 space and inside the chain 3 space, make a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet. Chain 2, skip this chain 2 space and into the next, make a single crochet, chain 2, and inside the chain 3 space, make a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet. This is all we're going to do for this row. See, and that's what it looks like. Continue like this all around. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this row. I did 2 chains here and then joined to the beginning where we have the first single crochet with a slip stitch, cut my yarn and then pass my yarn through this last loop. And this part here is done, and this is what it looks like. I think it's beautiful. Now I may do that same thing here, a row in this color white around the yoke. I'm not sure. We'll see how everything turns out. So now here, what we're going to do is around the neckline. I think it's a tad too big, but if you feel like you don't need to make any reductions, then just do single crochets all around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a row of single crochets all around with this color white. So here I'm going to insert my hook into this stitch. This is the back, so on the right side. So grab a loop, bring it through the front, chain 1, and into the same stitch here, make a single crochet. Now we're going to make a total of 10 single crochets. So I have 1, into the next, make a single crochet. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And into the next 2, we're going to work a stitch reduction. So insert your hook, grab a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, 3 loops, close. Here's our first stitch reduction. Now again, I'm going to make 10 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Just continue until you have 10 single crochets and then do the same thing I just did here, a stitch reduction. Continue like this and I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end. Here's my last stitch reduction, and then I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 single crochets here at the end. Then I just cut my yarn and pass my yarn through this last loop, and this part here is done. So I'm going to insert my hook here into this last single crochet, grab this loop in this color red, bring it through the front and chain 1. Now here we're going to make a row with the crab stitch, but first here chain 1. Now the crab stitch is worked where we go back without turning and inserting the hook into each one of these single crochets. So here I'm going to go into this single crochet, grab a loop, and make a single crochet. See, now insert your hook into the next single crochet, grab a loop, and make a single crochet. Same thing, go back, grab a loop, single crochet. Like this. And this creates a beautiful trim around the neckline. Okay, so continue like this. I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making this row of the crab stitch. Now here, instead of finishing here at the very end, I decided to just continue along this side here. I cut my yarn and then just pass my yarn through that last loop. Now I'm just going to pass my yarn through the inside here and hide my end. So this part here is done and this is what it looks like. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on one of the sleeves. So here on the right side, I'm going to insert my hook right here. Here we have 1, 2, 3 V stitches. So right in the middle of this second one, insert your hook right there. I'm going to use this white color, so grab the loop, bring it through the front, and chain 2, and into this same stitch here, make a double crochet. The 2 chains do not count as a stitch. Now here we're going to work double crochets all around, but first we're going to work 2 stitch reductions. So yarn over, insert your hook into this next space, grab a loop, take 2 loops off, yarn over, skip this V-stitch and into this space here, insert your hook, grab a loop, 3 loops on the hook, close. Here's our first stitch reduction, which counts as 1 double crochet. Now, yarn over again. We have this double crochet here. Insert your hook there, grab a loop, take 2 loops off, yarn over, and insert your hook into this stitch here, this space. Grab a loop, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. And here's our 2 stitch reductions, 1 and 2. Now here, all we're going to do is just work double crochets all around the sleeve, just like this. Continue like this, and I'll meet you here on this other side to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at this other side. Up to here I have 43 double crochets. So here I'm going to work 2 stitch reductions just like we did at the beginning. So yarn over, insert your hook here into this stitch, grab a loop, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook here where we have this double crochet, grab a loop, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. Here's 1, I need to make 1 more, so yarn over, insert your hook into this stitch here, grab a loop, take 2 loops off, yarn over, skip this V-stitch and into the next space here, grab a loop, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. Now to finish, go to the top of the first double crochet and make a slip stitch. And this is how I finished the first row with a total of 45 double crochets. Now for the second row, we're going to chain 2, and into the same stitch here, we're going to make a double crochet. Now here, we're going to work 2 stitch reductions at the beginning and at the end. So to do this, we're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. Now again, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook into the next, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. And now here I'm just going to continue all around, just making double crochets. So continue like this, and I'll meet you here right before we finish to show you how we're going to finish this second row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this second row. Up to here I have 39 double crochets. Remember that these stitch reductions count as 1 double crochet only. So now here, I still have 4 more stitches, so we're going to reduce 2 more. So yarn over, insert your hook, grab a loop, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. Now again, yarn over, insert your hook, grab a loop, 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook into the last stitch, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. Now to finish, we go to the top of the first double crochet and make a slip stitch, and this is how we finish the second row with a total of 41 double crochets. Now for the third row, I'm going to work a stitch reduction at the beginning and at the end. So to do that, we're going to chain 2, and into the same stitch here make a double crochet. Now yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook into the next, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. Now here we're just going to continue all around, just working double crochets. So continue like this, and I'll meet you here at the end of this third row to show you how we're going to finish this row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this third row. Up to here I have 38 double crochets, and I still have 2 more double crochets here. So I'm going to reduce 1 more. So yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook into the last stitch, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. Now to finish this row and all the rows to follow, you're going to go to the top of the first double crochet and make a slip stitch. And this is how you're going to finish this third row and all the rows that follow. Now from here on, we're not going to make any more reductions. This is all the reductions that I'm going to make. For the fourth row and all the rows that follow, you're just going to do 2 chains, and into the same stitch here, you're going to make a double crochet. Here, all you're going to do for this row and all the rows that follow are double crochets all around. At the end of every row from here on, you're always going to have 39 double crochets. Remember that 2 chains never count as a stitch. So continue like this all around. When you're done with this row, you're going to join to the beginning here where we have the first double crochet with a slip stitch, chain 2, and then start the row in the exact same way I just did here. So continue like this, and I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of the 15th row, so in total I did 15 rows here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work front post and back post double crochets. If you have a hard time making front post and back post double crochets, then just do single crochets all around for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 rows. Okay, so here to do that, we're going to chain one, and this first double crochet that's here, I'm going to work into a front post double crochet. The next one, back post double crochet. Next one, front post double crochet, back post double crochet, and so on. So just continue like this for this row. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, finish this row of front post and back post double crochets. Here, just join to the beginning with a slip stitch, cut my yarn, and then just pass my yarn through that last loop. And this part here is done in this color. Now we're going to do 2 more rows, but I'm going to use this color red. So insert your hook back into the same stitch where you did the slip stitch, grab this loop, bring it through the front, chain 1, and these double crochets here, we're going to work them in the same way. So the first one is a front post double crochet, so we're going to work a front post double crochet. The next one, back post double crochet. Next one, front post double crochet, and so on. Here, this is all we're going to do, so continue like this. I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this row. Now to finish, we're going to go here to the side where we have this chain and make a slip stitch. And this is how we finish this row. Now we're going to make 2 more rows in the same way, but we're going to make half double crochets. So to begin, we're going to yarn over. This first stitch here is a front post double crochet, so we're going to make a front post half double crochet. The next one is a back post double crochet, so make a back post half double crochet. Okay, just like this. So front post, back post, half double crochets. When you finish this row, you're going to join here to the beginning with a slip stitch, chain 1, and then continue 1 more time around making half double crochets, front post and back post half double crochets. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, finished making this last row here. I just joined it to the beginning with a slip stitch and then just passed my yarn through that last loop, and this sleeve here is done. Now we're going to do the exact same thing I just did here. For this sleeve, we're going to do it here on the other one. So it's exactly the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back and show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making the sleeves, and this is what they look like. So my baby dress is technically done. One thing I wanted to show you is what I did here around the yoke and here in the skirt. So what I did here is I made a chain using 2 strands of yarn. This is about 250 chains. It's a pretty long chain, and what I did is I weaved it here into this row of fans. See? This last row that we did. And how I did this is, let me show you. Here I started here, I inserted my yarn right here. This is the beginning, so through there, and what I did is I skipped the double crochets in between and into the V-stitch right here. That's where I inserted my hook or the needle. And this is how I did it. First, I went through this first double crochet, but made sure to leave that 1 stitch back there, and then through the other double crochet, same thing, so that when I weave my yarn, it leaves the 2 stitches there. So I just pulled it through like this, and then again I skipped the 2 double crochets, and then I went through the V-stitch, see, but only went through the stitches on top and left 1 little strand on each one of the double crochets right there. And then I just pulled my needle out like this. And now to finish, all you're going to do here is go through the stitch here where you started. This is the beginning right there, and pull it through the inside. Now we're going to have chains here, so you're going to have to undo many of these chains like this. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tie a knot between these 2 here at the end so that it doesn't come undone, and this part here is done, and this is what it looks like from the inside. See, you can see the little stitches there. That way it doesn't move or anything. One thing before you tie this knot here, make sure that you pull on it so that it looks even all over. Okay, so this part here is done. Here's the back of the little dress. I already added my buttons And that's what it looks like. I did the exact same thing here for the for this row of V-stitches that we did. I mean, this is optional, but I just wanted to show you how I did it. It's exactly the same way. Here, I just need to undo a lot of these chains and then just somehow tie a little knot here at the end on each side. My baby dress is done. Another thing that you could do is maybe put a little bow like this right in the center, like this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I think it looks just as pretty without. So there it is. Okay, so now the measurements. From the top of the neckline down to the sleeve, it measures 27 centimeters, which is about 11 inches. From under the sleeve up to the end of the sleeve, it measures 18 centimeters, which is about 7 inches. And from the top of the neckline down to the bottom, here it measures 37 centimeters, which is about 14 and a half inches. And it's got a circumference of about, let's see, 47 centimeters, which is about 18 and a half inches. So based on these measurements, this little dress is for baby girls between 6 and 9 months old. Now, you can easily make it smaller or bigger from 0 to 3 months and up to 18 to 24 months. In the information box, I'll go ahead and leave you some information on how you can easily adjust the size, so make sure to look there. And as always, if you prefer a written pattern, check out my Etsy shop. I'll leave the link to my Etsy shop in the information box as well and up here on the right hand side. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, so this was today's tutorial. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.